Hello and welcome. I am Madhuri, an ISB alumna from the PGP class of 2018. My entire ISB journey, right from admissions to interview to the 1 year that I spent on campus, has been one of the most special and transformative experiences of my life, and I'm super excited to share all of my insights with you. I'm trying a different format with this video, a Q&A type, so many thanks to everyone who submitted their questions for this video. It's a long list of 60 odd questions, so I have tried to divide them into 5 categories: application and admissions process, academics, campus life, career and placements, and miscellaneous. Now that's just a fancy word for the questions that I couldn't fit into the previous 4 categories. I've covered a lot of ground with this video, so I would strongly recommend that you watch it completely, and by the end of it, if you feel that your question hasn't been answered, please drop them in the comment section below and I'll surely get back to you with answers to those. So what are we waiting for? Let's get started. The first question is, how will the academic schedule be? Well, at ISB, the classes usually happen from Monday to Thursday, and then Friday, Saturday, Sunday are more for yourself to complete your assignments, group projects, and study. The entire year is divided into 8 semesters, each of 5 weeks. And in those 5 weeks, after the first 3 weeks, you have a midterm exam, and after the final 5 weeks, you have an end term exam. And between each of the terms, you have a 1-week break wherein you can feel free to either stay on campus or come back home or travel anywhere. So that's how the schedule is going to be. Competition in ISB when it comes to academics. Well, yes, the academic rigor is really high and you'll feel it a lot, especially in the initial terms and walking up to the placements month, especially if you're looking for a consulting role. But overall, the entire environment at ISB might give you that feel that yes, the academic rigor is really high. Coming on to the next one, we have, is it difficult to cope with the batch given the average experience is about 4 years? Even if you have 4 years of experience, it shouldn't matter. I had people in my class who were like 48 years old, 42 years old, and had 10 years of experience, 12 years of experience. It should be okay. All that matters is how interested you are in learning and what you are looking to gain out of ISB. That's it. I'm planning to opt for Strategic and Leadership Management course. Can you brief about this course? I think you should be able to find the details on the isb.edu website, but I myself had also taken the Strategy and Leadership specialization. I majored in that, and the courses taught there are really important if you are looking for a people management kind of role. So everybody says that a major part of being a team leader or a manager is going to be handling people, managing people, working very closely with them. So negotiations, people management, how to be a good team leader, all of these things are going to play an important role. So I think you're in for a good ride if that's the course that you're looking for. And that's it about academics. Let's move on to campus life questions. The first question is, how is the PGP program or life at ISB campus in general? Well, life at ISB campus is full of life all the time. There are at least 10 different things happening in different parts of the campus every single day. It's for you to pick and choose what you are interested in, what kind of seminars you want to attend, what you want to do with your day. Plus, this question is a little broad in terms of the way that it is asked, so cannot cover every single aspect, but let's hope that the further questions might help answer all of these many details. The next question is, what is the difference between the 2 campuses? Honestly, apart from the campus size, there's not much difference. The school really very rigorously follows the 1 school 2 campus policy. So anything that's happening in Hyderabad will happen in Mohali, and all of the experiences of students will usually just depend on the kind of people that you have around you. That's all. So the next one is, has the higher intake of students compromised the quality of the program, if any? I don't think so. We had a lot of Mohali people come into Hyderabad via the campus exchange program, at least for 1 or 2 terms. And similarly, we had people from Hyderabad traveling to Mohali for a term or 2. And people wouldn't do that if the quality of the program wasn't the same at both the campuses. Plus, I think it also matters with the kind of professors that we have. It doesn't matter whether you have a class of 20 or a class of 60. It's going to be the same because the person teaching has remained the same. And the higher intake hasn't really changed anything in terms of the schedule or the academic details of the program. So I don't think you need to worry about that. Next one is how important are clubs and positions of responsibility at ISB? It's totally a personal choice. A lot of people take those responsibilities, a lot of people don't, and these position of responsibilities are limited. So I can assure you that they do not definitely make a difference in the placements part if that's what you were looking for. It's just for your own personal experience and how you want to spend your time at ISB, what experiences you want to gain, and what you are looking at when wanting to be in a position of responsibilities. Next one is what is the assessment criteria followed by the selection committee who selects the president? There's no selection committee that selects the president. It all happens democratically. So all of the students who get an admit at ISB vote for the people who have stood up for elections, and each of the nominees actually share what goals they have if they are elected into a particular position. So it's just a matter of elections and whoever gets the highest votes. ISB offers a bouquet of activities for a holistic development of an individual. From your experience, what would you suggest a new admit on planning his or her 1 year at the school? This is a really interesting question, and thank you to whoever asked this. If there's one thing that I can suggest for you to make most out of your year at ISB is to be very clear on what you want out of ISB. A lot of people get into the program not knowing what exactly they're looking to develop, and that's totally okay. But if you can and are able to define what exactly you want out of the ISB experience, it will make your life a lot easier, because then you will have a very specific idea of what events and activities you want to be a part of and what you want to skip. For YLP and early entry options, how can I better prepare during this 1 year that I have before joining ISB? Utilize this time to explore and understand what exactly you want to achieve out of ISB, because there are a lot of opportunities available on campus with the various events and activities that keep happening throughout the year. And you obviously cannot attend everything, because at times there will be things happening simultaneously at the same time in different rooms. So you'll have to pick and choose, and if you are clear on what you want to achieve, that decision will become easier for you. Next one is, since I'm getting married soon, does the ISB campus provide a one-room kitchen for me to stay with my wife together if I am admitted? Firstly, congratulations. And yes, ISB does provide a studio accommodation, which is a mini one-bedroom hall kitchen apartment, which you can opt for and stay with your wife in. The other type of accommodation option is a quad, a 4-bedroom hall kitchen combined, and each of the rooms are allotted to different people. Okay, and that's all about the campus life. Let's move on to career and placements. Okay, so the first question is, any academic or professional clubs which can help me to achieve the desired career path? Yes, of course, ISB offers a lot of clubs as part of the curriculum. There is a technology club, marketing club, there's women in business club, and these are all professional clubs. So obviously they are more focused on your career and your academic experience. But because there are so many, ISB makes students' life easy. You can only be a part of 3 professional clubs at the max, and all the women are automatically a part of the women in business club. Next one is job opportunities in finance or consulting. Of course, finance and consulting are actually the top 2 industries for which students apply for, and a lot of jobs pour in during the placement season, so don't worry about it. Next one is average fixed portion CTC. It's actually not fixed. Every year the average changes, so can't really give you a number. Next one is, do all students come in with an idea of the function or industry they want to work in, or does that change over the course of the program? I have seen both. A lot of people were very clear on what they wanted to achieve, and then there were others who were not sure of what they liked. I saw people who wanted to get into consulting switch towards marketing or IT product management kind of roles. So it's totally okay. It can change over the course of the program. Next one is, how easy is it to make a switch in industry and function? Depends on what kind of profile you have. Quite a lot of people are able to switch industries, so I would say it's quite possible. Are placements background agnostic? Depends a lot on the companies that are coming in. A lot of the companies require you to have relevant work experience in the area of the position that you're applying for. A lot of the other companies don't, so it depends. It changes from company to company. How are career services and placement prep plus experience at ISB? The career and placement cell is actually very helpful And throughout the year, right from the beginning, they start conducting sessions on resume writing, peer-to-peer review, wherein alumni of ISB come down to the campus, sit down with the students, help them review their resumes, do mock interviews. So the preparation starts quite early, and all the people who are responsible to get the students placed, they are very helpful and cooperative. So don't worry a thing about it. You can just walk into a person's office and talk about your concerns. It will be totally okay. Are those with lower work experience at a disadvantage for consulting or product management positions? Again, it depends from company to company. A lot of companies put a cap on the number of years of experience that you absolutely should have to be able to apply for a position, but a lot of other companies don't. So it will depend on the specific role that the company is putting up for placement. What are the opportunities for product management and consulting, and how do you increase your chances for a shortlist? A lot of the companies come in for consulting and product management positions. In fact, those are the top 2 positions for which people apply, and also are the highest number of roles that companies post for ISB graduates. To increase your chances for a shortlist, I would say yes, focus on your GPA, because as I had said earlier, GPA matters a lot when you are looking for consulting roles, and especially in the big 4 companies. Do subjects you select play a part in influencing the roles you secure in the placement? No, they don't. It doesn't matter, because by the time the placement process starts, you only have done the core terms wherein you have taken the absolutely mandatory courses, and only a month before the entire placement process, the elective term starts, and by that time you would have only had the chance to pick 2 to 3 elective subjects, so it doesn't really matter. Next one is, do the placement open for all the streams? Yes, of course, any role that comes in at ISB is open for all the students of the class, and anyone can apply. How about the opportunities we get after the program? It has been 2 years since I've graduated, and there are still a lot of people out there from the alumni group who keep posting jobs. Even the school's ISB Alumni Association cell keeps posting jobs for ISB alumni. So once you are in, once you have an admit, there will be no dearth of opportunities, that I can promise you. What changes do you observe between your pre-ISB experience and post-ISB experience? That entire 1 year that you spend on campus is a transformative journey, with all the experiences that you have, the academic rigor that you go through, prepares you as an individual. You get really better at time management, you get better at setting priorities, because then, as I said, there are multiple things happening on campus. You have to pick and choose, so you have to prioritize your time accordingly. And all of the different events, activities, leadership talks that we get to hear, it's a whole different experience altogether. So I would most certainly say that I was a more transformed person after ISB. Next one is, how is the return on investment for ISB? Okay, I'm not going to talk about the monetary aspect of it, because it's subjective from person to person. For some people it matters, for some it doesn't. If there is one thing that I can define which I have taken out of ISB and has been the biggest return on investment, is the alumni network. Every single person is available to answer your queries, available to sit down with you, talk to you, and help you with just anything and everything. The ISB alumni mailbox that we have, every single day I get at least 100 new emails, and each one of them is either about a job posting or some contacts that somebody might want at a particular company, a new initiative that they have begun and want support from the community for. So basically, after you graduate from ISB, that alumni network will become your one-stop shop for anything and everything. And that for me has been the biggest return on investment, and I'm sure that it will be for you as well. If you found these insights helpful, and if you found the entire video helpful, please give a big fat thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And if you feel that your query wasn't answered, please mention the query in the comment section and I'll surely respond to you. You can connect with me on Instagram and LinkedIn as well. I have also mentioned the links in the description box. This is Madhuri Varma signing off. Thank you for watching.